I've been trying for quite a while. The doctor wants you to make an appointment too. Well, if there is something wrong, it mightn't be me.
Oh, damn well isn't me.
Come on, don't do the male pride bit. It's a simple test. They want to check out every possibility. I mean, you do want to have kids, don't you? I made an appointment for tomorrow lunchtime.
You can cancel it.
Come on.
Look, I don't need the tests. I know I'm okay.
How can you?
I just know, that's all. I'm going down the shop.
Dumb. Yeah, feel it. Look, Fiona does hers to music. I'll stick the radio on.
Shut up and eat your breakfast. If it does the trick, it's worth it. Oh, get that, will you?
How are you this morning?
Oh.
Okay. Dad's in the lounge.
Charming.
Oh, look, don't kiss that too. Oh, give us a hand, Kip. Yeah. Oh, the physio got me on to him after yesterday's visit.
Good. Must mean you're improving.
Oh, how was Sydney?
Well, business is business. At least I managed to keep out of Fiona's way.
I'm going to study.
No school today?
I've studied SWAT fac.
Got a way of making Fiona's name sound like a dirty word.
I can't help it if I don't like her.
Still, she's a friend of the family's. Kids have asked to be godmother. I like it too.
They mature when he's 18. What do you think? Oh, I think it's a lovely idea. You are really turning into quite a businesswoman, aren't you? Well, once you would have bought him just about anything except bonds. Being around Ramberg is teaching me the value of money. You don't think it's too stuffy? Oh, I told you, it's a wonderful idea. Oh, good. On the way to the airport, I'll stop off and buy him a little something extra for now. Well, what time is the flight? 2 o'clock. If I go straight from the funeral, I'll be able... Now, come on, come on. Oh, it just seems so funny, somehow. Hal's funeral today and the christening tomorrow. It's called life, my darling. You sure you don't want to come down with me this afternoon? No, I won't feel like facing anyone after the funeral. I'd spoil their day. But you are coming down tomorrow. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, I hope he doesn't cry through the service. Mum reckons I did.
Angela did a lot more than cry.
Oh, she didn't.
What's going on?
I was just telling Lynn how your daughter disgraced herself at a christening.
Uh-oh.
You kid.
What?
Just you washing up.
If they could see me back home now, eh? As Charlie says, doesn't do a great deal for the hands. At least at James's house we'll be able to use the dishwasher. It's something we have to talk about, actually. Well, I don't know about you, but if everybody's decided that we can finally get on with our own lives, I'd like you to move in with me.
You seem to fit in okay around here, except for Kev, and he'll get used to you. Why don't you move in here?
Well, it just seems so silly when the South Yarra house is much more suitable. We'll probably be doing a lot of entertaining. Ramberg, Southern Freight people will be part of both our jobs.
I've been thinking about that. I get my license back tomorrow. I've decided to go back on the road.
Oh, David.
It's what I want. I'm going to get my own truck from the money the bank paid back. I know what you think, Pat, but I've decided. Now, I'm not cut out for all this social stuff or to sit behind a desk. Oh, it gets on your weak sometimes, but it's a good life on the road. I've already spoken to them at the depot, and they've rostered me back on.
Well, if that's what you want. You can't have it all your own way, though. David, I want us to work, and that means... Well, basically, it means give and take. All right. You have your own truck, fine, but doesn't change my feelings about the house. This is Beryl's house. And whether she's here or not, the place is full of her. I want us to start in a place of our own. Besides, it's a really good opportunity to do something for Kevin and Lynn.
How do you mean?
Well, you could sell the house and split the money between them and Beryl. They can get a place of their own. We live in South Yarra. Everybody's happy. Give and take. Besides, think of the stir you'd cause when you drive the Mac through South Yarra.
Bit different to a Rolls, I guess. Oh, it could work. I'll give it some thought. Maybe even chat to the kids. It's going to be a bit hard parting with the place, though.
See how easy everything is when you're reasonable.
Do I get a kiss before I go?
You're lucky I'm so easygoing.
What, you?
I'll sourpuss easygoing. Stop it.
That's better. When do you get the results of the tests?
Oh, I've got an appointment this morning, 11.
You'll be right. Making a big deal about nothing. Lots of people have to try for ages to have kids. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong.
I know.
What were you getting so head up about last night?
The fact that you wouldn't even consider it could be your fault. I mean, if I have to have the tests, I don't see why you shouldn't too.
Secret women's liver, ain't you?
You bet.
Well, it's just a matter of getting started. Once you've got a house full of screaming Keegans, you wonder why you wasted all the time worrying. Okay?
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks, Rosie.
Who's going to be there?
Oh, mostly business people, I think. His wife's flying down, but I don't think Lindy's coming back from America.
Well, keep your eye on Beryl Palmer, eh? I've heard she got a bit fond of him.
Sure.
You could have knocked me down with a feather last night when you came and told me about you and Gail. Didn't seem like each other's types, really. I'm happy, though. Should have seen the terrible bloke she was with in Melbourne. Bikey type.
Have you seen what I've been writing lately?
You know what I mean. It's really going to help her settle in, having a nice young chap like you around. She couldn't be luckier. Oh, off you go, then.
See you, Rosie.
You going, Dad?
Yeah.
Have a nice time.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've never been to a funeral. Must be awful.
Not the best. I'll see you.
Hey! She can't see us.
See you.
It's amazing how otherwise intelligent people can pull the wool over their own eyes if they really want to believe something.
What makes you think going back to driving isn't good for David?
Well, it's common sense. You know, he's as bad as Gordon was when we first moved to the city from Mumbai. If I hadn't pushed, we'd have ended up with nothing.
Having money doesn't necessarily make you any happier.
Aha. That's Rob talking, not you. Got any sweetener, darling?
Oh, sorry. I forgot you don't take sugar. And keep talking, I can hear.
He went on about it all the way to the physio, how this truck's better than that truck, and fuel economy and reliability. It was very difficult to keep on appearing interested.
Well, you should be if that's what he wants.
Darling, he doesn't know what he wants. It's a case of what's been good enough for the last 20 years will do him for the rest of his life. Now, take it slowly. I think once he moves to South Yarra, I'll be able to talk him round.
Do you love him, Mother?
Of course I do.
Then let him be what he wants. It's what you used to do to me. Trying to run my life. David won't put up with it either.
I thought you'd grown up enough to understand.
I do. Look, I know you think you're doing the right thing when you try to change people, but most of the time you're not. Well, I'm not Charlie, Mother. You brought it up, and I'm telling you what I think. If you want someone who'll agree with you, you better go and give her a call.
You're absolutely right. It's best to be honest with each other.
I don't know how Nelson got the answer right.
Glad I never did calculus. Looks like a lot of spaghetti to me.
Yeah, me too. And I've got an exam in it next week.
Ah, you'll be right. What do you think of your dad's idea?
What about the house?
Well, he reckons he's doing the right thing. She sucked him in.
It's a nice thought, giving us half the money.
Yeah, sure it is. That's probably the way Patricia sold it to him. Do the kids a favour. You know what she wants, though? Get rid of this place. And that's it as far as Mum coming back.
I don't think she's as bad as you think she is.
It's up to you.
What are you going to do about it, if that's how you feel?
Well, we all gave him the go-ahead the other night. Unless Mum changes her mind, there's nothing I can do.
There were nice words. The minister's speech. Yes. Yes, they were. Oh, Paul, can we get a lift?
Sure, I'll just get the car.
Thank you. I'm surprised Patricia didn't come. Hal's no use to her dead. Oh, I'm sorry. She always brings out the worst in me. The last funeral I went to was for that little boy, Stevie. Remember I told you about him? Oh, yes. Poor mother. At least she showed she cared. Today, what good did all of hell's work do for him? Not one person cried. Not even me. What am I going to tell the kids when I arrive this afternoon? First thing they're going to ask about is you. Just don't get their hopes up. I don't know what I want.
Ron Jackson's up at the funeral. I'm my own boss for the day. How come you didn't stay in Sydney for it?
Oh, I don't care for that kind of hypocrisy. A lot of people who would have stabbed him in the back while he was alive, pretending they're sorry he's dead.
Wonder if Di was there.
I heard at the office yesterday she'd moved to Queensland. Sit down. Would you like a glass of wine?
Thanks. Who's the third one?
David, coming here straight from the physio.
He should be back at work soon, from what he said yesterday.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Your sister doesn't agree with me, but I think we've got to stop him from making a very big mistake.
Susan?
No, it's me.
Oh, what are you doing home?
I had to deliver a car to a bloke. Thought I'd drop by and see how you went with your tests.
Oh, my appointment's been changed to this afternoon. Apparently some emergency came up. Been climbing the walls all morning.
Ah, she'll be right.
I can't have children. And you still feel the same way about me?
You'd have to try harder than that if you want to get rid of me. That looks good. Make it for two, eh?
Okay.
Oh, would you believe it? I got another ear bashing from my boss this morning. I'm being too honest.
Oh, I can believe it. Why are you crying?
Dave, I just want to check about some mechanical problem.
You can turn the radio down.
No, it's fine.
Could you get that?
Sure. Hello, Lynn Palmer speaking.
Hiya, it's me.
Is that Rob?
Who else? Listen, when do you expect Fiona?
A couple of hours.
Right. Could you tell her I'll be dropping over?
Sure.
And could you do us a favour when I get there?
Yeah?
I've got something pretty personal to discuss with her. Do you reckon you and Kev could make yourselves scarce for a bit?
Sure.
Like I said, it's personal, just between the two of us, eh?
Fine. I'll see you when you get here.
Okay, bye.
What was he on about?
Dunno.
Oh, that was quick.
He wasn't there.
Dad's not the sort to hide something like that.
There's always a first time. You must admit it makes sense.
But after what you said the other night, I thought he'd accepted the fact that I was his boss.
Don't you think it's a bit of a coincidence? You're appointed at Southern Freight, and immediately he gets this bee in his bonnet about wanting his own truck. I'd be perfectly happy about him changing jobs if I thought he was doing it for the right reasons. I've learned enough in the last few months to realize having money doesn't necessarily mean you're any happier.
I've been helping him because he seems so keen to get back on the road.
Or is he keen to be away from Southern Freight? I remember when he was at Woombai, the things he used to say. It didn't give me the impression that he enjoyed it very much. And he's doing so well where he is. With both of us behind him, he could really make something of himself. Will you have a little talk to him? And subtly, of course. It's probably him now.
Okay.
I'm full as a gook.
What? New one on me.
Full as a gook? But Dad used to say it all the time.
Well, I hope he hasn't passed it on to you. I won't be a minute. I'll just organise some coffee.
You think there's anything wrong with it?
Don't tell her I said so, though.
Now, I have to watch what I say from now on. You don't mind the idea of me moving in here, do you?
Well, it'll take a bit of getting used to, but as long as you're happy.
Yeah, it won't be the same as with Beryl, no. Oh, well.
The idea of going back to driving, it's not so you won't have to put up as me as your boss, is it?
Of course not.
Well, I mean, if it is, if you like your job and it's just course of me, I can always transfer to another division.
Who put that crazy idea into your head?
Just thought it.
I want to go back on the road because I like it.
It's not what Patricia said.
She's been talking to you about it, has she?
Oh, she just told me things you set up at Woombai about not liking driving.
Come on, that's when the strike was on. Who likes their job when you got hassles? I want to go back on the road, okay? No matter what Pat tells you.
Oh, she's a lovely little girl. About 3.
Yeah. Her name's Domini. It's strange to think that I've had a kid walking about for about 3 years and didn't even know about it.
Oh, don't get too carried away. There's no guarantee she's yours.
Oh, Kerry was a really nice sort of person, you know. She wouldn't lie about a thing like that.
Ah. How did you meet her?
Oh, it's just bumming around. I worked on the wheat silos for a bit. Pretty much a one-horse town. Not much to do at night.
And then you saw Kerry.
Yeah. Hung about with her for a few months and then I moved on. She's always had my address. Don't know why she didn't get in contact before this.
Oh. Pride, probably. If she's as nice as you say. By the sound of her letter, she's pretty much down on her luck.
Yeah, I was wondering, when do you go back?
Tomorrow night. And yes, I'll look her up for you if that's what you want.
You sure it's not too much bother?
If it was, I wouldn't have offered. What do you want me to say?
Well, I've already sent some money. If you could just make sure she got it and just suss out how things are. I'd like to know how the kid is and how Kerry is. That sort of thing.
Oh, I wouldn't have sent the money until I was sure the child is yours.
All the dates fit. Well, Kerry, well, she wasn't common or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
We might have another problem.
Oh?
Angela's had some tests done. She's waiting for the results, but she's worried she might not be able to have kids.
Oh.
I don't know how I'm going to tell her about Domini if she can't.
Men have the most incredible way of mucking things up.
After talking to you, it seemed like the right thing to do.
I wanted you to let her down gently, not run away and leave her up in the air. Well, you must feel something for her, even to consider what you're doing.
She's a nice kid. I'm not tied up with anyone at the moment. I thought I could help sort her out by being nice to her.
Being nice to her? She thinks you're her boyfriend. To a kid like Gail, that's big-time romance. You can't fake it.
I'm not an idiot. I can handle it. I like her in a way.
Oh, great. So she wanders around having daydreams about being Mrs. Paul Shepherd, and you like her in a way.
I think I can help her.
Look, being a good Samaritan's one thing. Being a martyr's another.
Yeah?
I just heard his car, love.
Thanks, Rosie.
Rosie. Have a good day.
Can't complain. How was the funeral?
Have you got a minute? It's about Gail.
So stupid. I tripped over one of the sprinklers and they went everywhere. You haven't told him, have you?
Of course not.
We did a typing test today. I was the only one in the class who made no mistakes. See? Only 2 mistakes in my shorthand, too.
Oh, that's really good.
She's been jumping out of her skin waiting for you to get home.
Been that bad.
Oh, I don't see any shorthand here.
Oh, must have left it behind.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I want you to see.
Oh, she couldn't be happier. Now, what was it you wanted to talk about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's not that important.
Oh, what a day. My feet are killing me. You've heard.
Can't have children. Oh, Rob.
Love is very strange. It can come and go.
It can happen when you are young or old. When it comes from nowhere. When it comes, it changes.